It seems like South Korea will expand KYC by requiring a linked bank account. Will this be part of your KYC process as well? Basically saying, will you at some point have to prove that you have a bank account linked to the name or address or anything like that?
Well, obviously that specific legislation is South Korea. Mm-hmm. So that specific legislation is for exchanges that are based and regulated in South Korea. So that specific regulation would not apply to us in Estonia or the country of Georgia. However, regulation is expanding. One of our key basically ideas behind the project here is to be very progressive on regulation. So the one thing we don't want to do as a community is not get involved in regulation. I know initially, and I've been, let's say, in the community for quite some time. I think I mined my first Bitcoin on an iMac in 2013, late 2013. So I've been around for a while. I wish I would have kept those Bitcoins, by the way, that I mined.
Yeah, I was just going to say, hope you held on to them.
Yeah, well, I have a few, but I should have kept the bull.
Yeah.
Anyway, the community really needs to get involved in the regulation. So initially, Bitcoin was like an anarchist society. So everybody was against regulation. They were against, actually dealing with the government and things like that, which I can understand to a certain aspect. Obviously, privacy. I like my privacy, so I can understand the privacy aspect. But when it comes to regulation, to see mass adoption in this market, we need regulation. Mm-hmm. We cannot sidestep it. We cannot try to hide from it. Any major exchange currently that isn't regulated, when regulation hits, is going to have a major issue, because I guarantee an audit, when it hits, will be, let's just call it a nightmare outside of that. So we need to be. So our goal is to be progressive. We will rapidly expand the licenses that we obtain. We will rapidly look to expand that regulation footprint, one, for banking, and two, to be ready so that even if a jurisdiction we have a license in doesn't have a crypto license, let's say, from day one, we're going to speculate on the fact that they are going to include crypto in a license that currently exists, maybe a derivatives license, an futures license, some type of license, right? So that's what happened with the Forex industry, and I believe that's what's going to happen with crypto. So to answer that question without going too much on a tangent on this regulation, because I could talk about this for hours, what we're going to do is basically this. We will not require that from day one, because none of the regulations we will be housed under initially will require that. However, as we expand, if we expand, let's say, and attain a license in South Korea, then if you're a South Korea resident, you will be required to link a bank account. At the moment, South Korea does not restrict its clients from trading on other exchanges, to my knowledge, outside of South Korea. And if the exchange is outside of South Korea, it would not require you to have a linked bank account, at least right now.